Now doing some different stretches and birth prep on your side. So go ahead and get yourself laying down with a pillow to support your head. You can use another pillow to support your belly as needed, whatever is comfortable to you. And we're going to start off by trying to get a little bit better mobility through your torso, through your abdomen, your spine, and really opening up that area. So that way you can work on better breathing mechanics as well as just letting your body be able to move in and out of different positions easier. So in this position, you're going to have your legs stacked on top of each other. And you want to bring your knees up to about a 90-degree bend from your torso. Try to keep your knees gently squeezed down together so that your knee is not popping up as we're doing the motion. So arms out in front of you, legs stacked, knees gently squeezing together. And then take that top arm and start to trace it around your body, stretching behind you, twisting your torso so your chest is starting to face up towards the ceiling. Turn your head and trying to look with your eyes to your fingertips as you're going through the stretch and coming back out. Now the wall's in my way here, but ideally I'd like that arm to stay extended out if it's comfortable. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of your chest here, potentially in the shoulder, but also through your side, maybe a little bit through the belly, or maybe a tiny bit through the hip as well. And going in and out of that position, this is not usually a stretch that I love people just hang out in this open position for a long period of time. So I do recommend doing gentle motions in and out with just a brief pause as you rotate up. And then obviously you would stretch both sides. Now you can also do a little bit of stretching for a bit more hip flexors and the small muscles here in the front called the tensor fascia lata, which can get pretty tight during pregnancy or if you're sitting a lot. So keeping this bottom knee where it's at, take your top leg, bring it back so your thigh is in line with your torso, and then try to drop it down towards the floor. Keeping the knee bent on this top leg makes it a little bit harder, but if that's too aggressive, just straighten it out. And think about pushing, if you're going to keep this leg straight, think about pushing this leg down away from you, kind of open it up through here. You might feel a little stretch in your back, but mainly you want to feel a stretch through here. So if you can tolerate having the knee bent, you get a really nice stretch through the front. You can also support your knee on your opposite foot if it's a little too aggressive going all the way to the floor, or have a pillow or a yoga block or something there also to stabilize so it's not going quite as far. You can stretch out the hip that way. And you can either hang out here and relax, or sometimes doing almost like a clamshell type motion in and out can get you really good motion, mobility, and also a little strength, which is great, a little 2 for 1. You can also alternate with doing the foot going up instead of the knee. Work some different mobility through the hip than if the knee is moving and the foot is on the floor.